Hello, hello, this is Dr. Doj Suave here with another entry for the Doom 64 Let's Play. Today we're tackling Map 9, even simpler, and Map 10, The Bleeding. Really not a lot to say about even simpler. It is a knockoff of the classic Doom 2 map, just simple. Laid out at the start very similarly for Mancubi, sitting on platforms. In our case here we have one that's just kind of fucking around. I started this map with very low health, which is very dangerous, so I had to rush to pick up a med kit as fast as possible. I'm using the super shotgun because waves 2 and 3 are full of baddies that I'm going to need rockets and everything else for. This map does have several pain elementals since we are playing on Watch Me Die setting, so I'm going to have to use the invulnerability that spawns in the middle of the map, take care of them as soon as possible. The outer edges will open up during the third stage and have several nail traps that you'll see in the walls. Otherwise, not a lot to add to this episode. There's a couple instances, I guess, where you'll see projectiles go right through walls. I'm not sure if it's a map issue or if it's an overall Doom 64 issue, but I guess that remains to be seen in further levels. Before I kill that last Baron, I go around and collect what ammo I can, because Hell Knight, because once I kill that last Hell Knight, the third wave will spawn, and that includes several Mancubi, about 8 Barons of Hell, several Pain Elementals, which are just going to constantly poop out Lost Souls, so I need to try to get as much ammo and pickups as I can before I kill him. As always, we want to prioritize the Pain Elementals first, especially in Doom 64. Having 2 mouths, they spit out twice the Lost Souls, and they just constantly do it. Like a freaking machine gun, so you need to get rid of them as fast as possible, and that was pretty much my entire purpose of grabbing the invulnerability sphere, is just running around and trying to get all of them as fast as I can. There was quite a bit of ammo I left on the outer ring, but I don't know why I went and I guess I just left it. Oh, well, it's not a big deal. I was able to get through bleeding just fine without it. Which, once you enter bleeding, you'll notice it has a very castle layout. That's going to become a theme from here on out. Doom 64 loved castle levels. Eye of the Storm, bleeding. I think the Citadel is considered a castle. Castles and towers from here on out, baby. And they do a very good job of doing the architecture. The textures all work perfectly fine for it. So they're all fun maps. It's just you just kind of get burned out on castles towards the end of Doom 64. I try to snipe the Mancubi as they come around the corner on that last ledge with the Unmaker, but it wasn't working out too well. One thing to note is that Doom 64, being a classic Doom game, has infinite height sprites, so I'm trying to jump down, but the Spectre below is blocking me, and he's able to attack me even though we have the height difference. That's why sometimes rockets or explosives will blow up below you or real high above you, and it'll still deal damage because your actual model in the monster model is extremely tall, because this isn't a true 3D game. It's more 2.5. I was trying to bait the Lost Soul spawn there because I kind of want to fight them outside, or else they come in from those side windows and just wreck you. Lost Souls in Doom 64 do not fuck around. When they start hitting you, it's just non-stop, and the damage swings wildly, so you can just get absolutely crushed if one just so much as gets in on you, so you have to really be careful. It takes me a minute to remember where the secret switch is for the BFG. It's been a while. I just remembered that it was a cool Medusa head, so I was looking for it. I had forgotten that it was up there. It takes me a minute to remember that the exit in this level is actually in the same room you started. Of course, you can't just walk right in. They throw 9 million monsters at you. But this situation right here made me appreciate how Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 did monster fights. It's very fluid. You move around a lot. Here, I'm basically just opening a door, firing a BFG shot, or rocket launcher shot, or SSG shot, and shutting the door. There's nowhere for me to go, and there's plenty of that happens in classic Doom WADs. Some of the later WAD packs, like Plutonia, kind of get around this by making doors stay open, but it still kind of forces you in a poke and prod kind of fight situation. Whereas Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 really push home that you need to get out there and use all the tools in your arsenal in order to cut through the demons before you. So this definitely makes me appreciate the more recent installments for sure. And there we go. That's the bleeding complete. Next is Terror Core, but we're going to save that for the next video. Have a great night, everyone, and I hope everything goes well for you.